G'day, hi, and welcome. Can you make a living off of busking? Yeah, you can. There's a lot of people that do. Is it easy to do? No, I don't think so, because, I've busked a few times with different instruments and stuff like that, mainly guitars. And I've had mixed results. I was always more rather play in a bar, venue, whatever, some sort of event or whatever, than busking for myself. But busking is one of those things is that you really have to have a pretty solid act to pull it off. Now, there's some people that do both. They'll busk and play bars. And that's pretty good, but you really have to do a lot of kind of research, like of where you're going to play. And you can't just usually play anywhere you want, because sometimes there's, you play outside in front of somebody's venue, which, a lot of people coming in and coming out, but they might not want you there. So you're going to have to, first thing is probably see if you have to get a permit. I was in the city of Ottawa and it was like $90 for the permit, right? So, mind you, I cheated a little and I tried it without the permit, hoping the bylaw officers wouldn't catch me, to test it a few times. And I did, and I never had any problems. But the reason why you get the permit is that it kind of slots you into an area where you can go there, you have a permit to be there, nobody can move you from there. You have the permission from the city that, hey, I can go here, and it's kind of like being zoned for your busking area. But the problem with that also, too, is there's only so many areas that are really good. Sometimes it's not always downtown that's the best, or sometimes it's just off the beaten path a little bit, where there just happens to be a lot of people that congregate in an area for whatever reason, and they tend to be a good place to busk. It could be anywhere, and you have to test those things out, and sometimes just talking to other buskers, sometimes they'll be friendly, and they'll tell you where the good sweet spots are, and other times they'll be, this is my living, I'm not going to tell you my secrets, So there's that, but you can make money at it. Would I quit my job and do it right away? No, I would definitely test that waters pretty good, because you might be disappointed a lot sooner on than you think. There's times I've been busking. I think the best I ever made was $75 in a day, but that was like during some sort of a long weekend or something like that, and there was a lot of people out, and I just happened to find a good spot and whatever. And people will fight over spots, because that's the whole point of the permits a lot of time, is that no, I have claim to this spot, you don't, whatever. Sometimes you can get several guys in one area, but the other thing too is shop owners. You want to make sure that they're okay, especially if you're playing outside somebody's establishment. Maybe they don't want you there. Asking permission, that's usually the best thing to do. So it can be very, very tough. It's definitely, if it was easy to do, everybody would be doing it. There's people that they're more transient. They tend to travel around, and they go to busker festivals all over the place, and they make crazy money doing that. So they make enough money in one busker festival, to keep, tie them over to the next busker festival about a week later, and they'll do a circuit, like literally a road tour of busking. But these people, they live out of their vans, etc. So it might be a little bit more transient than people are willing to do. But yeah, you can make money as a busker. There's no doubt about that. I've seen some guys do some pretty phenomenal things. One guy playing guitar, harmonica, and with the drum on his back. That guy had two guitar cases, one for the guitar and one for the cash. And I'm not even kidding. I mean, I don't even know how he was able to lift that many coins. That thing had to weigh 100 and some odd pounds of all that, people just, and you could hear the coins just bing, 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 people just tossing money in, and $5 bills and $10 bills. I mean, this guy just made so much, because he was such a sideshow, that it just attracted people, and it was a great gimmick, and it did. And, but you wouldn't see him all the time, so I think this is one of those more traveling type guys, right? But yeah, there is money to be made. There. So, you can give it a try, but look at the rules in your area. Sometimes there is none. But if you can make sure that you do things honorably, in the sense of if you have a, a shop or something like that where it's really good, make sure that the shop owners around you, it's not even the one you're in front of, it could be the one across the street too. Make sure they're okay. Like say, hey, look, I'm not a homeless guy. I play and stuff like that. And sometimes that's what they're worried about is just, okay, they see one guy that's really good, but the next guy's just this homeless guy they're chasing away his business, begging everybody for change. Whereas other times you'll see guys that they sit in one spot like there's one guy, you've probably seen him. I don't know if it's on this channel or on my other channel. Probably on this channel. Basically, he's like a one-armed man. He basically has his prosthetic holding the pick while he's playing that, and he's been playing on the same street corner for years. He doesn't play every day, but you see him every now and then. And he's been doing the same show for years and years and years, and he makes a lot of money. He makes a lot of money. Doing that, well, maybe not a lot of money, but you always see like at least $30-40 in his guitar case. Another little trick you can do is to get the ball rolling is if you have a handful of change, throw it into your own case, put a couple of bills in there, because sometimes it seems like you have to wait for the penguin effect to kick in, where if nobody's donated anything, then nobody else wants to donate. But if people see cash in there, they're more likely to throw in cash. Okay, I don't have time to sit and listen to this guy, but it's probably pretty good if people have already thrown in that, so I'll help him out. And you'd be surprised, but that's a busker trick that a lot of people will do, is that they'll make it look like they're, maybe that guy with the case, half that coins was probably him. Who knows? But it adds to it. You know what I mean? Like it really does get the ball rolling. So that's a little trick. I guess I'll leave it at that. But the short answer is yes, you can make money busking, but it is very competitive. There is no free lunch anywhere. I can't busk around here. Well, I can busk around here, but it wouldn't do any good because I live in the countryside. So I don't think I would make too much money up here. So your venue, picking your venue, sometimes is a little bit trickier. But I thought it'd be an interesting video to make because if you go to a buskers festival, you'll see what people are doing, and a lot of times, like knife throwing guys and juggling act guys, they make money busking because it's not a musician. The musicians, I think, have a harder time unless they've got something interesting that they're bringing to the table. Maybe it's just a unique way of playing, or they put on a bit of a comedy show, whatever it is. So there's all kinds of ways that you could do it. And obviously there's seasons, a lot of times, unless you live in an area where it's like summer all year round, so to speak. A lot of times, you might have a peak season. So you're going to have to do a lot of research to make it work. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that subscribe button and the like button. Share the video and be true to yourself. Be true to others. Always do the right thing. Have yourselves a great day.